Welcome to the wild world of our younger generation slang, where words evolve faster than you can say TikTok. If you've ever felt like you need a translator to understand what the young folks are saying, you come to the right place. Before we begin, support our channel by subscribing. Schizo. When they say they're schizo, they're not talking about a meltdown. They're embracing that wild, over-the-top energy that only they can bring. Picture them buzzing with so much excitement, they're practically bouncing off the walls. That's schizo energy, like a whirlwind of enthusiasm wrapped in cool vibes. Gamba. Gamba is the shortcut for gambling, but for these bold Gen Z and Gen Alpha risk-takers, it's more about the thrill of the game than a trip to the casino. Whether they're placing bets or making bold moves in life, they've got that Gamba spirit. Imagine the intensity of a high-stakes poker game. That's the kind of edge they live on, always pushing boundaries with style. Peak. When something is peak in the world of Gen Z and Gen Alpha, it's the absolute pinnacle, the best of the best. Think of the highest summit. That's the level they aim for in everything. If their weekend plans are peak, you know it's going to be an unforgettable experience. It's like saying, this is the ultimate, but with way more flair and finesse. Yapping. Yapping is what happens when someone just won't quit talking, and not in a good way. Our sharp young generation icons know all about those never-ending streams of chatter that make you wish for a mute button. Imagine a little dog barking non-stop. That's what they call yapping. If someone's yapping, it's probably just pointless babble, and these savvy trendsetters have no patience for that. Sigma. Forget about being an alpha. That's so last decade. In this new lingo, being a Sigma means you're the ultimate boss, the leader of the pack. Picture a wolf leading its pack with a cool, calm demeanor. When someone says, I want to be your Sigma, they're not proposing marriage. They're declaring their dominance in the social hierarchy. It's like saying, I'm the captain now, but with less boat hijacking. Ever wanted to be the Sigma in your friend group? Cap. No, we're not talking about headgear. When they say cap, they mean a lie. If someone accuses you of capping, they think you're full of it. On the flip side, no cap means you're telling the truth. Imagine your friend claims they can do a backflip and you respond with, bro, you're capping so hard. It's the modern day equivalent of calling someone a fibber, but way cooler. Ohio. Ohio isn't just a state. It's a state of mind. Thanks to a series of memes, Ohio has become shorthand for anything bizarre or surreal. Think of it as the Twilight Zone, but in slang form. Phrases like only in Ohio or baked Ohio capture the essence of strange happenings. It's like the setting for a dystopian novel where everything seems normal, but there's an underlying sense of chaos. Ever experienced an only in Ohio moment? Jat. In slang terms, jat is another word for the butt. But it gets better. There are levels to this. A level 1 jat is a flat butt, while a level 10 jat is the stuff of Instagram dreams. It's like rating butts on a scale of 1 to Kardashian. If someone comments on your jat, you know they're evaluating your posterior prowess. Riz. If someone's got riz, they've got game. Riz refers to a person's ability to charm and flirt, especially through smooth talking. Picture someone trying to impress their crush with witty banter and suave moves. For example, Marco attempted to riz Lena with his flirting skills, but it didn't go well. It's like watching a rom-com, but with more cringeworthy moments. Ever tried to riz someone and failed spectacularly? Or maybe you've got mad riz skills. Do tell in the comments. Let him cook. Let him cook is like saying, give the man some space, he's got this. It's all about encouraging someone to do their thing, even if it looks like they're making a mess. Picture a chef in the kitchen surrounded by chaos, but you just know something amazing is about to come out of it. Just let him cook. He'll figure things out eventually. It's the ultimate vote of confidence. Deal. Deal is the new way of saying yes, okay, it's on, or absolutely. It's the versatile, all-encompassing affirmative response. If your friend asks if you're still on for Saturday, you just say, deal to confirm. It's like the Swiss Army knife of agreement. Bruh. Bruh is the Swiss Army knife of slang. It can express disbelief, surprise, disappointment, or just be a casual way to address someone. Imagine your friend does something incredibly dumb, and all you can say is, bruh. It's like bro or dude, but with extra oomph. Skibidi. Skibidi was once a popular phrase, but is now used ironically. It's tied to a bizarre series of YouTube videos featuring a head popping out of a toilet. Yes, you read that right. Think of it as a nostalgic nod to the weird side of the internet. Ever used Skibidi ironically? Or been freaked out by those strange videos? Ghosted. Ghosted is what happens when someone you're talking to suddenly stops responding without any explanation. It's like they've vanished into thin air. This often happens in dating situations, leaving you wondering what went wrong. Ever been ghosted or had to ghost someone? Clapback. A clapback is a quick, witty response to criticism or negative comments. It's like a verbal boomerang. You throw it out and it comes back with twice the impact. For instance, he clapped back to the online haters and shut them down. It's the ultimate mic drop moment. Got a memorable clapback you've seen or delivered? Let's hear it. And don't forget to subscribe. Dank. Dank is a term used to describe something of high quality or excellence. Originally used to talk about high quality weed, it's now applied to anything great, especially memes. For example, the food was dank, except for the overcooked fish. It's like calling something primo or top-notch. Delulu. Delulu is a cute way of calling someone delusional, often used in romantic contexts. It's when you're so smitten, you start seeing signs that might not be there. For example, I must be Delulu, but I feel like he was giving me signs. He made eye contact with me today in class. Cold. When something is really cool and impressive, it's cold. And yes, it's exactly the opposite of what you'd think. In texting, this is often accompanied by the freezing emoji. Picture something so cool it gives you chills. That's cold. GOAT. GOAT stands for the greatest of all time and is used to praise individuals who excel in their field or industry, such as athletes, musicians, or actors. Think of Michael Jordan in basketball or Beyoncé in music. It's the highest form of compliment. For instance, Michael Jordan is the GOAT. Who do you think is the GOAT in soccer? Or, pizza rolls are goated. Bussin. Bussin originated in African American Vernacular English, AAVE, and has become popular among Gen Z and Gen Alpha. It's used to describe something, typically food, that is exceptionally delicious or flavorful. When someone refers to food as bussin', they mean it tastes really good and is satisfying to the palate. It can also describe something excellent or exciting. For example, yo, this burger is bussin'. Lore. Lore refers to the background information and historical context surrounding something or someone. This term has a specific meaning different from its generic use. Among Gen Alpha, the term lore is often used to describe any kind of knowledge. For instance, my favorite PewDiePie lore is that he published a book. Has anyone read it? Drip. Drip is all about having a cool and trendy style. When someone says you've got drip, they're giving your outfit major props. Picture a runway model strutting with confidence. That's the level of style we're talking about. If someone says, your shoes are dripping, they mean your footwear is top-notch. Ever been complimented on your drip? Simp. Simp is used to describe someone who does way too much for the person they're interested in. It's the modern way of saying someone is overly devoted. Example, look at him following her like a puppy. He's such a simp. It's like being stuck in the friend zone but with extra effort. Slay. Slay means to perform exceedingly well, particularly in fashion or performance settings. It's like saying someone killed it, but with more flair. For instance, she completely slayed that song. Her vocals were fantastic. It's the ultimate compliment. Have you slayed something recently or seen someone slay? Let's share those stories with us, and also don't forget to subscribe. Salty. Salty means feeling angry, upset, or bitter. It's used when someone is clearly annoyed or irritated. Example, they're just salty because they're jealous. Imagine a person pouting like they just tasted something super salty. That's the vibe. Stan. A stan is a super fan, someone who's extremely dedicated to a celebrity. The term combines stalker and fan, but is used positively. It can also be a verb, I stan Taylor Swift. It's like being part of an enthusiastic fan club. Take a seat. When someone is asked to take a seat, it means to relax or quiet down, often in a dismissive way. Example, you're not making much sense. Please have a seat. It's the polite way of saying, chill out. It's sending me. It's sending me is used to express when something is amusing to the point of losing control. Example, this video of the cat, it's sending me. Fam. Fam is short for family and is used to refer to friends, colleagues, or anyone you feel close to like family. For example, Don't worry, fam. We'll get through this together. Who's your fam? Or have you got a story about your close-knit crew? Let's share those bonds. And there you have it, a crash course in our future generation slang. Which term is your favorite? Have you used any of these yourself? Or maybe you've got some funny stories about misunderstanding them. Let's hear it in the comments, subscribe, and until next time.